Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Blackmarketyugioh with Team Sentinel, giving you a deck profile of my first Heretic build. I've been playing it for a couple of weeks and I'm having fun with it, but I'm showing it to everyone so I can get some pointers and see what people think about it. Like I said, the deck's a whole lot of fun. Mild inconsistency issues, but you know, it's a new deck. It's a new deck with the new release of Galactic Overlord. Just having fun with it, seeing what I can make do it. I've been watching other videos, getting ideas, whatnot, blah blah blah. But I'm gonna show you my build and see what you think. All right. Start out with 3 Essets, 3 Nephthys, 3 Tefnuits, and 3 Sus. That's the Heretics. We all know what these guys do. Esset is your possible normal summon if it becomes necessary. Wow, that was another Esset. Oh wow. Nephthys is your monster popper. Tribute another Heretic monster, pop a monster. Su is your spell and trap popper, and Tefnuit is your cyber dragon. That helps get most of the combos rolling. I also run 3 SMDs. We all know what that does. I run 1 Whitetail Dragon and 1 Luster Dragon number 2, simply because when the Heretics are tributed and a normal dragon comes out, its attack and defense is 0/0. That means it can be chain disappearance. So instead of being killed with a chain disappearance by having playing 2 Whitetail Dragons, I just play 1 of each. 3 Effect Veilers, we know what that does, and 1 Gores. I'm not real sure about Gores. I haven't seen him in any of my play testing. I've been playing it the past couple of locals, so it's kind of like a okay. But that's the monster lineup. Most of us know what Heretics do. Basically, Heretics is just a recycle of themselves to destroy cards, pull out normal dragons. It's basically just an Exceed spam deck's what it is. This version, as you can see, is based off 6 ranks, as you'll see with my extra deck, but I also have the ability to synchro for 7 with Effect Veilers, 6s with Nephthys and Esset, and then the Exceed spam, as you'll see. Alright, back on Spell and Traps, 3 Complications. I play 2 Supremacies, which allows me to just special summon from my hand. With the inconsistency, I'm not sure about running 3. 2 is working right now. 3 may be better. I don't know. Give me opinions. 1 MST. I'm running 3 Sus, so I'm only going with 1 MST. I'm running 2 Pots. Simply because I like to be able to set my plays up a little better, you know, and if I can pot into a trap that might save me for a turn, you know, hey, whatever. Right now it's just a fun deck. 2 one-day pieces. This card gets a lot of bad jibe, and I'm not really sure why. In OTK decks, this card is wonderful. I'm going to let each of us draw a card, but you're not going to kill me next turn. If I'm going to push next turn anyway, what does it really matter? Yeah, I'm giving you a card, but if I've got the setup to clear you out and kill you next turn, I don't care about giving you a card. So it's, you know, a lot of people say it's bad, a lot of people say it's good, but, you know, I like it. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm. We all know what that does. Then for traps, Traps is actually the big thing for me right now. Most of the builds of this deck that I have seen either run 2 traps or no traps, to be honest with you. I don't have the money to throw off on card Ds like some of the other people do, but I play tested with card Ds, and I just really do not like it. But traps, of course, your Solemn Brigade. I'm running 2 Phoenix Chains, just because I like it right now, and 2 Torrential Tributes. The trap lineup is the biggest thing I'm thinking about changing right now. I just don't know. Like I said, the deck's fun and fast. If you're able to clear out your opponent's back row and keep them from hating on you, the only thing that's really going to stop you is an effect veiler, really. I mean, nothing else really going to stop it if you're able to clear their field and keep them from countering everything you do. It's almost a every turn OTK when the deck is set up properly. But like I said, it's still a fun deck. I'd love to see this deck do well in a big tournament, a regional. I don't think this deck is really YCS capable right now. Plus, it's really easy to side against. But my extra deck, 1 Wind-Up Arsenal in Mayo, 1 Andreas. That's my 5 ranks. You know what both of those guys do. And then, the core of this deck is 6 rank spam. I play 1 Force Focus, 1 Strike Bouncer, 1 Insector Exabeetle. Exabeetle is great mid-late game if I'm kind of like posting for something. If I've got a red MD in the graveyard, I can, or a red MD in hand, I can pop this little guy on the field, use his effect, pull a dragon, and then remove the dragon that I equip for red MD. I have not yet seen a ruling that says you cannot do that, so I'm abusing it. Of course, your 3 Heretic Dragon King of Atombs. That spams out the OTK along with this guy, which is your 3 Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Chargers. What I usually end up doing is just throwing out 2 King Dragon of Atombs, using both of their effects, spamming for something like continuing on with something like Force Focus, and then overlaying the 2 Atombs for this guy. 2 of these guys and a Force Focus is exactly 8,000 life points. So it works. And then, on the lighter side, we have Bryo, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Black Rose Dragon, and a Stardust Dragon. Now, the only reason I have the Stardust Dragon in here is because I do side Starlight Roads when I see decks that are just heavy destruction capable, and I do it that way to keep, it keeps people on. Starlight Road keeps people on their toes, straight up. The meta doesn't play Starlight Road, but it will screw somebody's strategy up big time to run that Mass Destruction card and for it to get Starlight Roaded and you not have you love my ringtone, right? Starlight Road is a good card for disruption plays. Somebody likes me. But that's just the way it goes. I'm not going to show you my side deck, but it's pretty, with the exception of the Starlight Roads, it's pretty standard. I run more hate than I do anything debunks because I love the card. Changes appearances, prohibitions, max C's, and then Cyber Dragon and Chimera Tech just for in case. My local, the meta around my local is pretty diverse. You know, that's why I keep the Cyber Dragons, because I do see a couple of machine decks. Plus, on top of that, with the release of Return of the Duelist and some of the Gijano stuff coming out, I believe that machines are going to see a comeback in play. I just don't know how strong they're going to be. But anyway, that was my Heretic deck, guys. Give me some pointers. You know, please don't bash. I mean, it's just a deck. Something I'm trying to see if I can make work. You know, it handles itself pretty well against most of the big decks. Of course, Chaos Dragons just craps all over this deck because it throws out the bigger beaters faster than this deck does. But, you know, this deck handles most of the meta decks pretty good. You know, if I go first, it works great. You know, if I go second, I have to kind of play around. That's what the pots and the one day of pieces are for, to keep, you know, to keep myself, to be able to at least protect myself until I can set up. Usually after turn 4, if I haven't won, yes, the deck is dead. But for the most part, most decks after turn 4, if you haven't won, that's just the way it goes. Anyway, I'm yabbing, but Black Market Yu-Gi-Oh with his Heretic build, opinions, comments, whatever. Take it easy, guys.